Each of us that are here today were given the opportunity to write the life story of Alex Larry Bondarenko. The concluding months of Alex's life weren't what anyone would have ever hoped for. And being totally honest with you today, they weren't what Alex or what anyone for that matter would ever deserve. But with an inherent determination and approach to life, along with the help and encouragement of his wonderful daughter and son-in-law, Alex faced each day with tenacity and with strength, never being one to give up hope, but quietly holding to the confidence that tomorrow would be better than his yesterday. And despite what doctors said or knowing how he felt, he believed he would get better. Alex's life story has been one of meaning and purpose and of reward. As a dedicated employee of General Motors back during its heyday in Baltimore, he was a man who discovered the bucolic aspects of northern Harford County on his frequent hunting trips. He proved to be a man with deep love for the freedoms that he enjoyed, that we so often take for granted, remembering well the struggles and hardships that he and his family endured before leaving Ukraine as a young boy. He was known as a man with a rugged disposition that frequently hid the tenderness that he felt for his precious wife of 34 years, Marlane, and enjoyed a genuine optimistic outlook on life that seemed to all but vanish with her untimely passing in 2005. His years have been marked by moments of blessing as well as disappointments along the way, but his can-do, confident, even his my way or the highway attitude towards opportunities provided experiences in his life that helped make him the man you will always remember. Understanding his health challenges and all that he has been through, especially these past 15 years, our hearts are heavy this morning. We know his suffering is now over, and I know for the family that offers a quiet sense of peace and resolve as we find ourselves in this space today. I learned that Alex was brought up in the Russian Orthodox faith as a child, but as an adult, he was not what one might call an especially religious man. He possessed and demonstrated values and qualities that always spoke for themselves. He cherished his family. He loved nature and the beauty of creation. He loved being outdoors. On this day, we mourn the passing. We honor the many memories, but most importantly, we have gathered to celebrate the life of Alex Larry Bondarenko, who on Friday afternoon, the first day of May 2026, entered that eternal place where every question of life is answered and where every heart is fully known. I learned that if you knew Alex, you knew he made a point of being his own man. He was self-determined. I think you'd say he was self-willed, strong-willed man. He could be funny at times, I was told. And while he enjoyed having a good time, he really wasn't the life of the party. No, don't count on him to be that, if you know what I mean. He was pretty guarded. He was an avid sportsman. Man, look at that. Great. He loved hunting and fishing, and he had the equipment to do both. He enjoyed crabbing. He loved making his famous crab soup, I learned. He was proud to be an American. He was a patriot. He willingly served his country as a young man as a draftee in the United States Army, and in recent years he had a favorite news channel from which he was kept abreast of world events. That news channel will go unnamed today. He loved chocolate glazed donuts from Saubles. Don't we all? And before they closed in 2024, he loved eating at the Taylor Haas family restaurant up the road in Stewartstown. And in keeping with his Ukrainian heritage, he loved the delicacy borscht. I heard one grunt. Maybe only a few of you enjoy that delicacy. Okay. He was proud of the fact that in the early 90s he built his own house in Whitehall. I understand his pride in what he did. What an amazing house. And he even started his own company several years ago, Bond Construction and remodeling homes in the Baltimore region, a reflection of his skills and his abilities that exceeded his 30 years of expertise working for General Motors in Baltimore. And I'm confident that those qualities and those traits that I have mentioned only begin to characterize the man that you've known through the years as Alex Bondarenko. There'll be many memories of past family times together, the celebration of anniversaries and birthdays, special events when the family came together. And you'll think back on those times and recall some good memories. And you'll always think of him. Maybe every April the 7th, his birthday, you'll remember him. You might even remember the date of his passing on May the 1st. You're going to discover over time that grief will be very, very sneaky. It won't take much, whether it's a sound, a scent, a song, or even a smile. It won't take much for your father-in-law, your brother, your friend to come to your mind. Because you have been left with a void, an unfillable void in your heart and in your life that only Alex could ever fill. You will remember him for the rest of your lives. You now carry with you the stories, those small, ordinary moments in Alex's life that now feel extraordinary. His laughter, his steady presence that you could always lean on. Alex's life has touched yours, and in doing so, you have been changed by his influence. And that's the quiet truth in what we have experienced here today, because a life like Alex's does not end here. It moves forward. It carries on in each of you.
On behalf of the President of the United States, the United States Army, and the grateful nation, please accept this flag as a symbol of our appreciation for your loved one's honorable and faithful service.
Thank you for joining us this afternoon as we have gathered to lay to rest the body of our brother, Alex Larry Bondarenko. This moment is the culminating event in the most recent of days of sorrow and grief, the realization for each of you that Alex is now gone. And you recognize that life as you've known it will never be the same again. Well, we spent a few moments back at the funeral home reflecting on Alex's life, an American patriot, a loving father, this proud grandfather and devoted brother. You will remember Alex, and you will remember the memories of his life that have had the greatest impact on you, the influence of his legacy that you now embrace. It is so important for you to remember, and I alluded to it back at the funeral home, that his story doesn't end here today. This is only the end of a chapter, because his story now continues with the story of your lives, each of you who are the recipients of and who choose to embrace Alex's legacy. How will the life that you live reflect the influence that Alex has had on your life and the lessons that you might have learned from him? I want to encourage you to be faithful as you continue his story, for within the pages of everything that you write will be the story that someday will be told of you. Today, Alex is now free from every challenge, every struggle, every health issue, every limitation of his life, and we together release him with unconditional love. It is now time to bid our final farewell to Alex Bondarenko, who will remain forever in your hearts and in your minds. To you, Alex, we say thank you for everything good and noble you gave to others in your life. The warmth of your devotion to your family, your strength, your determination and independence, your help, your guidance, your wisdom, the joys of life that were so evident wherever you went. We are thankful that you now have the peace you lovingly longed for. To you, Alex, your family and friends send all their love to surround you. As now we commend your soul to the loving arms of God, commit your body to this, its final resting place, once again, reunited with your beloved Marlane for all eternity. From the earth we have been formed, and to the earth we all shall return. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, and dust to dust. Amen. We conclude our service here at the grave with these final words. And now may we who've gathered here this day be so mindful that the journey of grief you travel will not be defined by time. But with the dawning of every tomorrow, memories of Alex will invade your quiet thoughts. May his memory serve to inspire your heart. May his smile be noticed on the face of everyone that you help along the way. And may his memory be the lasting inspiration that motivates your life towards goodness and kindness, compassion and brotherhood toward everyone that you meet. May the inspiration of his memory remain in you and with you and around you and respond from you in your going out and in your coming in from this day forth and forevermore. And may God bless the memory of Alex Bondarenko.